Trading after midnight. We've got about 8 hours until non-farm payroll. I'm up a little over $20 per account. Scalping some micros. Just got a short off of yesterday's point of control. This blue dashed line here. It's been a significant key level past half hour or so. So that's over $300 with 15 accounts trading one micro. Just got into another short. We got a close below the 20 SMA. Triple X had turned red. Got into a little short back down to this overnight open, yesterday's close area. It's 33 times 15 accounts, 495. I got into a long, but I chickened out. Wasn't moving quick enough. Pretty much break even. Had some ADX dots building up. Finally broke out above the 20 SMA. Got a close above the 20. Heikin-Ashi turned green. We just popped up 20 points in a few minutes. If you hopped in on the Triple X background change, close above VWAP, there's about 9 points so far. The other reason I got into that long is we were coming down to VWAP on the ES. Right here on the NQ. That's right where we bounced on the NQ. Right when we were coming up to VWAP on the ES. I also just got into a short. We were up near the pivot. We had point of control drawn up near the top of 4 of these candles. Had an ADX dot, had an RSI reversal. We pulled back down close to the 20 SMA. I hopped out for a few points. Just got into another short. Feeling the shorts. We had London open here. These 2 candles had point of control drawn up to the top. We'd been staying below the pivot. Had some ebb and flow dots to the downside. Delta was decreasing. Got like 5 points. 47 times 15. Up over $700. Stacking the micros. Got into another short. Had an ADX dot. Closed below the 20. Triple X background was red. Got another 4 points or so. I looked to get out right at this little spike on the volume profile. This little tiny little volume spike right there. And we came right down to that level. Bounced up. This is the session volume profile from NINZA. I think they call it the daily profile, session profile, something like that. Just got into a little short up here. Made a nice little pullback up to the 250 SMA. Point of control was getting drawn up to the top. Got another 4 points or so. Earlier on we had the ADX dots building up. Point of control drawn down to the bottom of this wick. Tiny little body. Then we get the nice pop up. It's 62 times 15. 930 bucks. Trading the micros in the middle of the night. Just took another short. Why not? Had an ADX dot. Came up to the pivot point. Had point of control drawn up to the top of this wick. Grabbed another few points. $69 per account. I should definitely just stop there for the evening. I got up to trade the New York Open. We had a mighty sell-off for non-farm payroll. About 250 points. Looks like we've retraced about 50% of this candle on the NQ. We are below VWAP on the ES and the NQ. Just looking at this 4-hour chart, right at whole number at 21,000, down to 974. It's looking pretty juicy. Draw a couple more levels here. For the Triple X background breakout, background change here. No break above, no trade triggered. Background change. Here's the trade triggered. Drop down over 20 points in a minute. Background change. Trade triggered. Over 15 points in 1 minute. Continues up. Background change. We've not broken below by at least 2 points. No trade triggered yet. And honestly, I'm not taking any trades 5 minutes before the open. So this isn't even a consideration. I'm not going to be taking any trades until after the open. I was wanting to take a short just because we'd retraced about 50% of this candle, but NFP days can get crazy. It can whip right back up, fly up another 300 points and then back down. Not in any rush. Got a couple of neutral candles here. ADX dot, break lower, drop 30 points. Got point of control drawn down on this wick. We pop back up to the 20 SMA. Nothing but neutral candles so far this morning. Got some strong delta coming in on this candle. I've got it set up so the ultimate delta paints the bar color on the current bar. Then once the bar closes and finishes, gets painted by the Heiken Ashi. Got another neutral candle there. Point of control drawn down in this wick. Now we're getting a little push up. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Waiting for some kind of direction here. Some more strong delta coming in here. Ooh, we finally got a red Heiken Ashi candle, red background. Still not excited to get into a trade yet. See how this 5-minute candle finishes. If we took the break lower, there's 13 or 14 points there. Looks like this 5-minute candle is going to finish with some massive negative delta. Got point of control down in these wicks down here. I'm getting a little hold up. Don't see any reason to go long. Don't see any reason to go short yet. Point of control drawn up to the tops of these wicks. Getting a little move down. Heiken Ashi went back into slowdown mode. We got some 10 o'clock news coming out in 15 minutes as well. First trade I almost took of the day. Look at this ginormous candle. Bunch of negative delta. Came down about 30 points to S3. Kept going for a little bit. Now we're wicking off of S3. Getting a little hold up here. That was the spot to get in though, the breakout. This big candle with all this delta coming in. I'm just waiting for the news at this point. I can actually slow down candles everywhere. Point of control is being drawn down to the bottom of these wicks. We got ADX dots building up. We're getting a hold up at the S3 pivot. Back up to the 20 SMA. Exciting stuff. Not. I mean, I guess I could make it exciting and start putting on trades, but I think from 10 to 10:35, put on at least a trade, then go back to sleep. I finally took a trade. Market had slowed down a little bit. Got an ADX dot here. Delta was drying up. I went for a long. Got my full 10 points. Had another 300 bucks. Like the idea of a bounce long somewhere in the middle here. Let it break 900. I just got into another long. We were coming down to this level I drew. I took a little bounce trade. Got my full 10 points. Added another 300 bucks to the pile. Trading one micro. Is it pathetic or is it just completely almost stress-free? Probably a little bit of both. Definitely less stress. For the XXX background strategy, had the green background. Never broke above this trigger candle, no trade. Here we get the red background. Taking a break lower. That dropped down about 40 points in 2 minutes. Got these ADX dots building up. RSI reversal back here. Heiken Ashi going into slowdown mode. We're getting a little pullback. We got the shift in the Heiken Ashi back into green mode. Slowly creeping up. Cumulative delta on the ES. It's pretty much back up to the 930 levels. The delta keeps climbing on the ES. Massive delta on the ES. Price keeps climbing on the NQ. Dang, it's almost 10:30. Kind of like the idea of getting into one more short sometime between now and 10:33, something like that. I got into my one last short kind of reluctantly. We had a lot of delta coming in on this candle here, but I got a little short. Not even sure exactly how much I got, but I'm up around 117 per account on average. 117 times 15 accounts, $1,755. I got out of that short pretty quick. I was not liking that big delta candle there. But it's after 10:30. I'm going to call it a day. There are links to the indicators that I'm using in the description. The MMT indicators, MonkeyMan trades. These are the indicators that I created to trade with personally every day. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you use code MonkeyMan over at Apex or Tradeify or Take Profit Trader, you get the best price possible and you help support the work that I do on this channel. Always greatly appreciated. Best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.